Okay. We are back on that bullshit today, everyone. Oh man, we got some shit. Okay. I know my mind is everywhere a lot, but oh god, my word shall be spoken. We're gonna be doing a reaction today. It's not gonna be your conventional reaction where, you know, the video's gonna be in the corner or some shit. It's I'm doing this all on a phone, so just bear with me here. I promise I'm a good recorder. But we're gonna be reacting on this Viral Stupidity. We are gonna be reacting to VaughnJogVlog's video on She-Hulk, and oh man, I got a lot of shit to say about this. So before we begin, I know this is cringe to say, but don't forget to like and subscribe, because you don't see videos like this apparently. Just don't forget to like and subscribe.
My Disney Plus subscription primarily to make fun of the Star Wars sequel trilogy and commentary tracks, but I figured while I'm here, why not watch She-Hulk? I mean, come on, all the minimist YouTubers have been cracking on it, right? So it's gotta be pretty bad. Well, I actually kind of like it. But
and already you lost me.
Quick, before you can skip it, check out my buddies Andar.com.
I'm not buying the shitty show.
The You Underman comedy vibe. If you weren't really aware, hell, for no apparent realistic reason, Ally McBeal is playing on the TV at the bar.
That don't mean anything. That's just some obscure show that nobody fucking remembers. Like Marvel, that's just Marvel making an old ass reference. This show doesn't know what fucking audience it wants. Okay.
So that you understand, hey, this is like Ally McBeal. We subconsciously... I've heard more about that show, but this is nothing like Ally McBeal. I've never seen that show, but I doubt it's anything like this stupid ass show. Hang this over the head, and then you go, oh yeah, that's okay. Now I get it. The show follows She-Hulk.
He doesn't even know... See, he's trying so fucking hard to make this show good, because it made a obscure reference. It made it a weird ass reference to a fucking sitcom or a show that the target audience doesn't even fucking know. So stupid.
Jennifer Walters is that.
Say her fucking name. Say her fucking name right, dude. It's a simple fucking word. It's a simple fucking name. I mean, there are worser names in the Marvel Universe to mispronounce.
Played by Tatiana Maslany. Am I saying that wrong? She's an attorney, and she's quickly fired because, well, she impacted the jury's decision by saving them from a supervillain gone crazy at the courthouse.
Let's talk about that for a minute. I thought when superhumans showed up in the MCU, that shit was supposed to be like a big-ass deal. What happened to the Sokovia Accords? I guess Captain America and Iron Man fought each other for no fucking reason. I'm sure Vaughn is gonna make some half-ass excuse for how this show is good, but I'm just interjecting my shit in there. But it's like this show is supposed to take place in the MCU, right? I mean, it does, duh. But at the same time, it's like it's hardly acknowledging big ass shit that happens in it. Don't give me that shit saying, oh, it's a comedy. Because comedies, that would imply that this shit is funny. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
A lot of the first episode, she's giving you the backstory on how she acquired these powers. Got a little bit of her cousin's blood in her, but there is a little bit of an explanation. They share a gene that allows them to absorb the gamma radiation and...
Dude, she literally chastised her fucking cousin for saving her life. And then she proceeded to make herself look like this victim, disregarding the trauma and fucked up shit Bruce has been into. But I'm sure you're just gonna gloss over that.
Convert it into Hulk skills. And this is where things get interesting, kids, because I know that, like me, you probably weren't watching this. You heard it was a feminist, man-hating show that needed your animosity.
I don't need to fucking watch it. The show spells out its politics. The show literally says, fuck dudes. Why the hell would I want to watch something like that? I'm sure you're going to give some dumb soy boy ass reason for that. I want to hear this. I want to genuinely hear what he thinks about this so I can gas the fuck out of him.
This was a show that you needed to just take our word for it. Yeah, it's against men. See, I'll play a clip for you to prove it.
Of course, he's basically just...
What the fuck are you trying to say, man? Like the show spells out its politics. They don't like your ass. They don't fucking like men. They literally spell out its politics. Half of Phase 4 of Marvel has been doing this shit. Man. Okay, let's see what this nigga has to say. I'm sure he's gonna take Dave Cullen's words out of context and make him sound like the biggest asshole ever. Let me see.
The butt of the jokes now. As you might imagine, this new female
True.
Hulk shows him
Facts.
up continuously and is able to do everything he can do, but better, and right from the start. The
Facts.
Mary Sue effect.
Yeah, cousin Bruce Banner over here, the Incredible Hulk, he throws the rock, he's showing her how to use the strength, and right away she throws it further than him. Oh, right away, just first time, she's already stronger than the Hulk.
Yeah,
Oh.
and that's fucking bullshit. It's the Hulk. Like, they bitched the Hulk out. They bitched the Hulk out so much in these movies. Like, I love Endgame, but seriously, like, fuck them for doing that. Like, they bitched out the Hulk. It can't get any more woke than them bitching out the Hulk of all people. It's the fucking Hulk. Good God, man, how the mighty have fallen.
But what your taste-making overlords were quick to edit out is Bruce retaliating by launching a rock into orbit. The selective editing has me questioning the motives of,
Dude, that doesn't change the fact that she threw the rock further and gave her fucking cousin a smug look. But I'm sure you being the cuck soy boy you are, you're gonna try to make Dave Cullen say some shit he didn't mean to say.
Dave Cullen, critical drinker, and any of those parroting asshats who just climb on his back.
Don't talk about yourself like that. At least they have more subscribers than you. Hell, dude, matter of fact, let me get on your ass for a second. VaughnJog, you literally e-beg. You beg people to like your shit, to like your mediocre ass videos. Do not go there. Just do not go there. You literally beg people to get fucking likes. Don't go there.
What good is this open bar concept when it's a bunch of people who share the same opinion? Of course.
Because what they say is true. They're stating the obvious. This shit is terrible. But, you know, seeing as how I bet you would not be saying the same shit if a bunch of people agreed on you. A bunch of people agree with you with shit.
Of course, you can't get somebody to volunteer to be on your YouTube show if they don't get along with you. But in the adult world, they hire people with conflicting opinions to debate. I'm finding
EFAP is not a fucking debate. It's a podcast, dude, where they talk about how shit pop culture is. It's every frame of pause. I don't know why I'm defending EFAP so intensely, but like, bro, like, come on now. Like, I'm not even fans of them, but at the same time, I get what they are. I'm not trying to spin them as something they're not. Like, he's saying the same shit that their critics have been saying, man. And it's like, dude, it's a fucking podcast. Of course, it's a bunch of chill-ass dudes shit-talking Marvel and, you know, just pop culture that they don't like. Like, I don't understand how that's such a bad thing. Oh, they're sexist because they don't like some dumbass Marvel show. Man, fuck off.
Hulk attorney at law to be mostly fun. It's Ally McBeal with
Of course it's fun to you. Just say you want to fuck the actress. Or just say you want to fuck the character, because God knows I don't want to know how many, God knows with a face like that. I've seen your real face, dude. You do face reveals a lot, and God knows you look like a fucking, a fucking American Horror Story serial killer. But, yeah, it's fun. Yeah, when a fucking She-Hulk is like chastising people, when she's literally attacking her own brother because, oh, a guy catcalled her. Ooh, That's nothing compared to my father. That's nothing compared to Bruce's father, fucking murdering and shooting, and literally murdering his mother. Like, dead ass. Bruce Banner has one of the most saddest backstories in the Marvel universe. But I guess She-Hulk has it worse, because like a guy catcalled her. Fuck out my face. But ooh, it's fun, guys. It's that turn off your brain and make yourself retarded to watch it kind of fun.
Superhero veneer. Yeah, She-Hulk addresses the camera.
Yeah, and it's annoying as shit. And the bad CGI doesn't help.
Didn't have to go into a diagram about where to use the restroom at this law firm, because Ally McBeal was famous for that unisex bathroom.
Again, with that obscure-ass show, dude. You are on YouTube. Check your age range. I'm pretty sure your target audience doesn't even know who Ally McBeal is. Dude, I'm 20 years old, and even I don't know who Ally McBeal is.
Christ almighty, I have not seen Mark Lynn Baker in 30 years. Yeah, this is going to be mostly aimed at the female crowd.
And females don't like it either. Proving the point that, you know, females can dislike woke shit too. You ever heard of Melanie Mac, dude?
There are a lot of digs at men, and some of it does seem contrived. Okay, every guy at the bar wants to jump you. Oh, if you speak up and you don't manage your anger, you're literally going to get murdered? Really? Like, there's really going to be a coworker at a law firm being openly chauvinistic.
There's a hot chick over there.
No, the fuck it isn't. No, neither of those things are fucking... Come on, man. Like, in a better story, those things would be good. But, like, bro, it's so over-exaggerated. And don't give me that shit saying it's a comedy. Comedies require you to be funny and well-written. Like, look at Cobra Kai.
I think you need to consider that this is not a show aimed at guys. This is support.
Yeah, but Marvel is aimed at guys. In fact, it's aimed for everybody. Not nowadays. I guess this is what Stan Lee died for, I guess.
Supporting a lot of those female beliefs. It's got a long-established female version of a hero. And by the way, I don't know why you're saying the CGI is bad. It is on par with all the other rushed job CGI in the Marvel.
Yeah, because Marvel fucking overworks them. They overwork their VFX artists, who they really need to unionize, to be honest, because holy shit. Like, oh my god. But I'm sure your corporate overlords love that you kiss their ass over and over.
Films. And Tatiana Maslany looks way hotter as a green giant. Like,
yup, he admitted it. He wants to fuck her, dude. He just wants to fuck her. Like, bro, like, this is the most... Come on, man. Like, come on, he literally admitted it. He literally, like, it's just eye candy to him.
Plenty to objectify here. Those milkers are the size of my torso.
Whoa, huge! Yeah, they're big. Okay, huge moves. Congrats.
Besides, I've already seen her and her best friend naked.
Bro, did you... Oh, God, that's unflattering.
Now, I've seen the event.
But, what was I supposed to say? Oh, yeah, remember that episode where She-Hulk literally date raped somebody? But knowing VaughnJog and the type of content he makes, he would say that men can't get R-worded. So, yeah, I can see where he's at.
6 of 10 episodes of She-Hulk, so I may have to do a video when this season concludes. But my biggest complaint so far is the 30-second Marvel Studios production logo sequence. Yeah, that needed to be seen at the beginning of every 20-minute episode.
It's fucking Marvel. Yeah, you don't realize Marvel really loves to flex the products, right? Of course it's going to be long. Dude, you act like the rewind button isn't there. You apparently have Disney Plus, so come on.
Minutes, because let's not kid ourselves, the credits are extensive. Sometimes these watercolor animations...
Click off the fucking episode. Why are you still watching the end credits to begin with? You just watch the end credits and then maybe the post credit scene. God knows why, and that's it. Excuse me. And if you're binge watching it, go to the other fucking episode.
Differ and depict events from the show, maybe even elaborate on the episode. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes there's a scene in the middle of the credits. Sometimes there isn't. But I'm not going to blame She-Hulk for chemically castrating the Hulk. I mean, I feel like...
Yeah, well, it's her fault and the other movies as well, because, you know, Marvel movies are ran by dickless people who don't know creativity if it fucking punched them in the face.
If he is green, he should be wrecking shit. But we have established in Avengers Endgame, oh, Bruce can control it now. He can just be the best of both worlds Hulk over here. Fellas, you gotta draw your ire where it is appropriate. You fools didn't
Gosh, come on, man. He's projecting.
push back on Avengers Endgame in 2019. So now you're taking that rage out on undeserving targets.
No, this is the deserving target. Of course, it's not to you, because, come on, look at your fucking content, and, you know, come on.
A superhero attorney who handles superhero affairs. Now, doesn't that...
The show, might I add, the writers don't know how to write court drama, and they're literally writing a show about a fucking lawyer. That, literally, anything you say throughout this video, Vaughn, just know that the writers don't know how to write fucking court dramas. So any argument you try to make is disqualified by that fact.
Sound like enough world-building intrigue to warrant a streaming series? It's about a girl gets interrupted by men all the time. I'm big mad. Because guys don't behave like that in the workplace.
Oh yeah, come on, man, quit projecting. Come on, you act like... This is the same guy who said that Cyberpunk Edge Runners was boring. He didn't even watch the whole fucking season. This is also the same guy who called The Boys Season 3 woke, but yet when there's wokeness right in front of him, he's allurous to it. God, you're fucking confusing.
If nothing else, look at it like this. In a satirical sense, the show may be doing a good job pointing out the exaggerated misbeliefs of women.
If you
Alright, man. I think we've seen enough. Like, yeah, there's a reason I unsubscribed from your ass, like, man. And this guy's actually commented on a few of my videos, actually. Alright, everyone. Now we're gonna get on his second video. And, I feel like I contracted cancer watching that video. But, let's just get right into it. Yeah.
She-Hulk Attorney at Law is one of the greatest things I have ever seen. It's
Said the biggest soy boy on the internet.
obviously the best streaming series episode. If we want to include television, it's the best TV show episode. I even compared it against some movies. Here's your average film, derivative Dog Water, that's a ripoff of The Terminator, and of course the greatest movie of all time. Here's She-Hulk Season 1 finale.
Please be trolling. I say that for this video and literally everything else. Please be trolling. I feel like, come on, I'm gonna get more on that later.
But before we get into it, I want to give
I don't give a shit about your shitty wallet.
It's been dismissed by the bros, actually making the bro community of YouTubers. The naysayers who prejudged the show are the actual villain of the season. So in the episodes leading up to this, Walters...
Let this would have been the other way around. Let this shit would have been the other way around. Let this would have been, like, let's just say if a show... like made like it did like a parody of TYT or, you know, the Young Turks, it would be kind of hilarious, but they would fucking re-edit. And, you know, the fact that they made fun of their critics, that didn't shut them down, bro. That just proved people's points. The show is shit and it's good, and they proved our point. And it kind of makes me happy that these guys are getting under their skin, because it's just kind of like, come on, like if you were the bigger person, you would just ignore these fucking videos on YouTube and just make your shitty shows. I mean, they're clearly not bothering anybody, and people clearly would forget about them in about like 5 minutes of watching them. But let's just see what VaughnJog has to say with his fucking anime profile pic.
She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, she has been pursued and harassed by a group of men jealous of her super...
Yeah, this is supposed to be the so-called critics. This is calling out the critics, saying that people harass people and dox them. Like, SJWs have never did that before. They're synonymous for that shit. But suddenly, we're the bad people for not liking a She-Hulk show. Like, bro, this is like... They're not subtle. They know, like, they know, like, they have haters. I won't even call us haters for real. We're just fucking... I won't even call them haters for real. They're critics. Come on, man. This is, like, the most immature way to do it.
Powers. So if it wasn't for Hulk, she wouldn't even have powers in the first place. They've gone to great lengths to ruin her reputation, even kind of leaking a sex tape at a award ceremony.
Oh yeah, but she's so good at controlling her anger, right? She's better at controlling her anger than Bruce, even to the point where you release his fucking sex tape, she'll lose her shit. But she's so good, Vaughn. She's so good at controlling her fucking... She's so good at controlling her rage, you know? She's so better, like, because she's a woman, and she has a vagina and titties. That makes her so much better at controlling her fucking temper. She literally almost caved in that fucking building when she was tearing shit up. Like, excuse me, and literally like that set in. But I like how he left that part out. I like how he calls out fucking Critical Drinker for leaving out the part where Hulk throws that boulder up into the sky. But he left out but he's most likely gonna leave out the part where she almost caved in a fucking building because she almost got doxxed.
To completely fly off the handle and land herself in super prison. Lose her job, move back in with her parents. The whole nine. But Jen accidentally infiltrates their shindig, finding that Emil Blonsky was there, hired as a motivational speaker, and that this tech...
Side note, y'all remember when Abomination was like a good villain? I mean, he wasn't like the best MCU villain, but do y'all remember when he was like very intimidating? I remember when I was in grade school and I watched the first Hulk movie. Like, genuinely, he was intimidating. Like, the Abomination was very intimidating, and, you know, I don't think my grade school mind could comprehend it, but, you know, raw scene, and now he looks like a fucking sea monster now. One of the most deadly MCU, he's gonna come back into Thunderbolts, one of the most raw Hulk villains, one of his arch enemies, he's a fucking sea monster.
The guy she rejected on a date is actually the one behind the whole organization.
Because men are evil, men are irredeemable pieces of shit, and women can do no wrong. Can I get an amen, feminist?
Oh, but this does not result in the typical Marvel showdown, eschewing all preconceived notions and striking a fine balance in meta-humor that I guess this show is leading up to.
Case in point, you know, they subverted our expectations. That lazy ass excuse for saying we ran out of ideas, so let's just slap shit on the screen as much as we can. Oh my god, man. I would love this. Oh my god.
At the protagonist speaking to the audience, breaking the fourth wall, why not?
Come on, man. And look, I don't care that she did it first. Deadpool does it fucking better. Deadpool is the king of fourth wall breaks when it comes to comic book characters. Probably because he doesn't fucking chastise his audience. He actually entertains them.
Smash it completely. The She-Hulk actually climbs out of the streaming service menu and into a behind-the-scenes featurette, taking her to Marvel Studios, where she meets...
You know, I'm surprised that when she broke into Marvel Studios, I'm surprised that wasn't a sweatshop or some shit. Like, I'm really surprised, like, she didn't see a bunch of fucking... trafficked sweat workers just constantly clicking away on a computer and to make sure every pore on this green bitch's face is the correct part.
Kevin. Yeah, Kevin Feige is actually a robot. Look at the way his name's spelled here. That's like...
Oh my god, this is so lame. This shit is not clever. It's fucking stupid. Stop giving this show points.
Pixar's original thought. It's actually so brilliant to think that this
stop dick riding this fucking show.
Show is addressing all of your complaints about the MCU.
It's not. It's trying to say, oh yeah, you don't like this show? Well, you're this and that. You're a istophobe. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
These movies just shelled on a conveyor belt. They're made by a computer. They're not made by a real human. Well, here it is. That's what we're saying. Now, bear in mind, this show is from the mind of the creator of Pickled Rick.
One of the worst episodes of a pretty trash show, for real, so that explains a lot. You know, and another side note, I think Pickled Rick kind of ruined sci-fi, for me at least. Like, I think sci-fi is genuinely kind of overused. Not only that, I think Rick and Morty ruined the concept of the multiverse because it's so overused now. It's the new time travel trope.
Now, I actually doubt that they've made these episodes post-backlash online from the broest.
They did. Like, let's not even bullshit. They literally did, bro. Like, they know we're getting under their fucking skin, and we're gonna continue it. Like, this doesn't, like, calling us out doesn't change anything. It just proves our fucking point that your projects are trash.
Community. It's more that Marvel Studios knew that this would be the result, preemptively made the series around it.
I want to see VaughnJog's reaction to Melanie Mac and Jay Longbone practically trashing the show like it deserves. You know, women, you know, actual women who hate the show just as much as the so-called sexist, toxic man babies. Like, I genuinely want to see this motherfucker's reaction. And he'll probably be so smug about it. He'll actually probably say some sexist shit and then call us the sexist. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Begs Kevin to rewrite the ending of the show. She appeals to him with her lawyer ways and...
Look, no, let's just be honest. No. That's not what happened. See, the thing is, her show is so trash, she had to literally go to the manager to get a better ending. If you can see the air quotes through the reflection. She literally complained to the fucking manager to get a better ending. Like the fucking green Karen bitch she is. Like,
the show rewritten to be more grounded, with a conflict addressed with words more so than smashing.
No, they literally did the most lazy ass finales ever. Like, Marvel, this cements the point that Marvel is fucking lazy. The plot literally never gets resolved. It's literally done off screen of all things. Like, the show is that fucking lazy, and Marvel thrives from fucking fucking dick writers like you defending it.
In a show that is aimed at women, I don't think you can...
It is not aimed at women, motherfucker. Why? How come women don't like it? Women don't like cape shit. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, some of them do. Maybe Wonder Woman, you know, an original female superhero. But, they don't fucking like this shit. And if there are female fans, they want to see the Hulk. They don't want to see this. They don't want to see this woman.
Justifiably upset about that. Now, maybe you were upset that more nuanced approach isn't taken towards men, because so many are depicted as evil misogynists. And, yeah, there are some good guys, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of gray area. And, you know, where Marvel has so many of these bad guys that kind of flip-flop, and then, oh, hey, now in the next movie, I'm going to be helping them. I have a feeling we're not going to see the same redemption angle for this bro. I know
because all men are evil, they're irredeemable rapists, and women can never do anything wrong. That's the philosophy for Marvel, people. Why do you think they got rid of why do you think there's a female Black Panther? We finally had like a positive male role model, especially little black boys out there. And because of real life problems, Marvel was too fucking lazy to recast. Because God forbid a supposed cultural character have multiple actors. Fuck Marvel, man. Like, not Marvel, but fuck the MCU.
The only one here elevating She-Hulk and placing it on this high pedestal, but it is so...
How can you defend this fucking... Let me rewind that shit.
Next movie, I'm going to be helping him. I have a feeling we're not going to see the same redemption angle for this bro. I know I'm the only one here elevating She-Hulk.
Look at this fucking shit, dude. Look at this! He looks like the aborted son of Shrek. Especially with that lame-ass fucking overcut. Like, that's a fucking shitty-ass haircut if I ever saw it. Come on, man. You can't... This show has no leg to stand on with that fucking yee ass haircut.
And placing it on this high pedestal, but it is so bold.
Nobody
to
ever
think
had
that
it on
Disney
a fucking.
would-
Nobody ever had it on a pedestal to begin with. Hell, before the show even came out, I knew it was gonna be woke. Because come on, like Marvel has not been fucking open. Bro, Marvel has been very open about their politics. Seriously, and trust me, give it 5 years. Matter of fact, give it 4 years. Give it 4 years when people finally not watch this shit. Trust me, people are feeling the fatigue. I'm feeling the fatigue. And I'm a big Marvel fan. So, really, like, when their pockets get in trouble, trust me, you're going to be seeing some shit change. But I doubt it. But hey, on the bright side, you know, on the bright side, at least DC's making a comeback, right? I'll get to that later. I'll rant on about that one later.
Allow a season finale of a streaming show to criticize the brand. I implore you to brush off the minimum.
It's not criticizing the brand. It's literally it's literally kissing its own ass. It's literally Space Jam 2 and Disney. It's the Disney equivalent to Space Jam 2. They're just bragging about future projects.
Clickbaity reviewers of YouTube.
You act like you're not that fucking YouTube channel. You make clickbait shit all the fucking time. You literally called Cyberpunk Edge Runners fucking boring when you barely even fucking watched the show. You watched one episode of the shit. How can I take your word for saying that She-Hulk is good when you barely watch the full season of actual good shows? Fuck out of here.
Give She-Hulk a look.
I'm not giving it. No, fuck no. So there you go, everyone. That's stupid. I don't know what else to say. Like, well, you're gonna run into these guys from time to time. You know, come on. Because I'm just gonna fool. Now for a completely unrelated rant, like, you know, DC's not looking that bad right now. Hell, we've gotten so much good news from DC, thank God. I think with the right time, with the right money and creators, they can create something really new and surpass Marvel. And you know what? You know the sad thing is, I don't want DC to beat Marvel, you know? Sure, I want DC to prosper and shit, but I really kind of do. I want both brands to be good, you know? I'm a Marvel and a DC fan. I want to see these companies flourish with good stories, and I want both fandoms to be happy. I'm not trying to start, you know, like a fucking straight out war in the comment section. But yeah, I'm getting the impression that VaughnJog is the very thing he's trying to call out. Like, did you fucking hear him? Oh, the show is just hated by these clickbaity man, baby. Shut your bitch ass up. Dude, you are literally everything that you just criticized. I can't trust your word on anything when you literally do the same shit. You literally watch one episode or something and don't finish it. You just make you see a whole fucking season, make a whole fucking video on just the season alone, but you haven't watched every episode in the season. Like, he's a rage bait channel, dude, and I really don't recommend that you subscribe to him. Instead, you should subscribe to me, because I'm the superior channel. I'm the one that can give you the reliable shit. And it's reliable that I'll say, fuck Marvel at the moment, go watch DC movies. Fuck She-Hulk, go watch Black Adam. Black Adam is the hierarchy of power. And he would fucking he solos any woke hero you can come across. He solos Miss Marvel. He solos Captain Marvel, especially. And I'm not talking about Billy Batson. And he can solo She-Hulk's shitty ass. I cannot fucking wait for the boys to make fun of this shit. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Take care of yourselves and each other.